Hey there, Chad here. Thanks for joining me. This is Rising Star 2, and we are with the band Everyone But Andy. And they're not doing great, but they did just release their first album. So congratulations to them. They have met that milestone, and we are going to see in this episode how well that album is received by the public. We are almost out of money. We don't have a lot of options right now, so we are going to have to go and gig. I thought I would go ahead and, I'm out of points. I don't need to merge that. I thought I would go ahead and merge some songs, but then we are going to talk to Kelvin about getting us a tour. And the tour is going to be the Eclipse's tour. It can start as soon as possible. We need the money. I wonder if we can get it to start this weekend. That's too soon. You need at least 7 days. Okay, well, that's fair. So we'll start on the 11th. We'll do a 2-week tour. We will play 6 days a week. That works. We'll start here in St. Louis. Where do we want to play? That's a really good question. You know, something I should go take a look at is what our songs are by attitude. We don't want to go anywhere that spontaneity. I didn't realize that this one is an instrumental. Okay, I didn't realize that. Climate change, coming of age, climate change, coming of age, climate change. We have several of those. We have several carefree. So we want to avoid states where coming of age, carefree, climate change. So the C's, we want to avoid cities where those are problems, and technology and spontaneity. So that one will work. That one should work. That one will definitely work. Should work, but they don't like our attitude. Carefree is the opposite of serious, so we need to avoid Tennessee. Deliberation is spontaneity, so we need to avoid Kentucky. Deliberation and spontaneity here. So we can do Missouri, Illinois, Iowa, Wisconsin, not Minnesota. We could do Kansas. Progress is the opposite of tradition. Sports cars is the opposite of climate change. So we don't want to do that. We could try to toss in South Dakota just in case. So that's what we'll do. We will avoid states southeast of us. We will try to hit Missouri, Illinois, Wisconsin, Iowa, Nebraska, South Dakota. So no Minnesota, no Indianapolis, Kentucky, Tennessee. Okay, I think I got it. Now can I remember it? That's the real question. So we're going to go back to book a tour, and Eclipse's tour. We already have the dates planned, and the start city will be St. Louis if possible. And we are willing to go to Illinois, Iowa, Kansas, Nebraska, Minnesota, right? I think Minnesota was on the okay list. Wisconsin was. That one I do remember for sure. And then South Dakota. Iowa, Nebraska, South Dakota, those are connected. Wisconsin, Illinois, Iowa, Kansas. I think Oklahoma was okay too, but we'll just stick with this. There we go. That's plenty. And then we need to choose a band that's going to go with us. Well, we want to be the opener, and we have a great relationship with this band out of St. Louis. And that would be great, but we might want to get somebody from another location. And I think maybe we should, and a little bit of popularity won't hurt too. So we're going to go with Roll with the Grain. We can maybe take Energetic Bed with us at another time. Also, I'm thinking I might rename some of these band names. I don't really love all of them. Have some fun with that. And we'll assign that task. Hopefully tomorrow he has something for us. In the meantime, we can go out and see if we can get anything scheduled for ourselves. There is a show at the, we are out of money. We can't do that. I was going to say there's a show at the Duck Room we could maybe go hit. Let's just drive around for a minute and see if we can find somebody who will let us play this week. Rarely have to do that at this point in the game, but we're not firing on all cylinders yet. So
Hey, how's
good
the
reputation
band?
here. They'll take us if they have a spot. We'll take that. It's not a lot of money, but it'll let us play a couple of songs.
When's your next gig?
Get to try our new song out. Well, our next
Hey,
gig
have
is
you thought about having
Friday.
your van painted? Go get a custom paint job at the nearest garage.
Well, thanks. I don't have the money. So it's very nice of her to let us know that. But yes, you can get custom paint jobs, including a dragon paint scheme. I like that one, and I like the galaxy. There's a few I don't like all that much, too. And, of course, you can change the color of your van. So we'll go home. We'll just schedule for Saturday. We don't need to go crazy. And since we're going to have a series of stops, we're not going to delete any songs. Since they're all ready to go, we certainly don't want to limit our options right before a tour. But after the tour, we'll probably want to cull down our song list again and try to once again find some connection with an audience that we can exploit and get some good songs out there that they really like. Oh, we already did all that today, didn't we? I forgot about that. So let's write a song. Don't need to practice just yet. Now, one thing about touring is your songs do start to atrophy after a week, right? So you need to have them practiced and ready to go when you start the tour. And then if you don't play them, they'll fall off after a week. Usually a week in, you've kind of got your routine down on the songs you're really going to play, and you can kind of stick with it. And so it's usually not a big problem, but every once in a while you'll end up in that oddball state where half of your songs aren't popular. You want to avoid that when possible, or you at least want to remember to have the songs that you are going to need to play ready to go. Of course, I'm not matching now. I'm not seeing any wigglers. We're writing a song at this point, not matching. Start with a 20 there. We'll do a 25. It was 21. Never mind. I saw the 20 difficulty. Start with a 25. We'll add a 20. If we can get some good lyrics here, we don't have anything outstanding on lyrics. So we might have to make some different choices here. Angel doesn't have a whole lot of great lyrics right now anyway. Let's do a climate change song. Then we do this, go a different angle. Start with this piece and see where it leads us. There's a 25. We're already at 50. Do we have anything good down here? We have a 20. We have a 15. 10s, 15s, and a 20. And what do we have up top? We have a 25. So we're not going to get to 100, but we're going to get close. Let's make this a high energy one. Nobody smirks at pros. Well, that's not true. And we'll use this little piece. It's only a 5 difficulty, so we're well in a good balance there, and we will practice that. Okay, 2 things happening. He has our tour dates scheduled. You'll see that that filled up. We're actually going to play 13 shows. Awesome. We'll take a look at that here in just a minute. We have to click the phone to get rid of that. Let's go ahead and level up Kiwi. I'm not going to worry about, well, yeah, we should. We should always hit that if we can. 2 in presence and 2 in playing. I did them in the opposite direction, but that's okay. And we should be good there. Okay. Let's take a look at the gigs that we scheduled. Jerome's Bar, that's us. We scheduled that. The Humble Head, okay. The Sufficient Line, the Steep Army, the Combative Authority. So we are going to be playing in mid-tier locations. So we're going to be looking at 400 to 700 folks showing up to our tour. And that's okay. That we'll do better in that than if we were playing stadiums. And that's just where we are in our popularity. We don't have the other option. So nothing wrong with that. Let's go ahead and start preparing. I'm not going to have this song ready. Just not. I need to hit everything once before the end of the week. But we could have it ready for the tour. So let's plan on that. We'll plan on that. So we'll go ahead and practice that one. I'm not going to merge for a couple of days here just because let's get through this. That one again. Okay, then we are going to hit all of them because they're starting to atrophy a little. We're playing locally, Jerome's Bar. We only have $700, so I will do the driving. I hate having that awning there. There we go.
Hey, I'm so looking forward to seeing your show tonight.
Well, thank you. We're glad to be here. Okay, Fighting the Cheap Seats. Now, we don't have to play songs from our album when we are promoting the album. What we will see is even this show of 6, we should see this go to 1 out of 10 or complete. So we're going to be in really good shape there. Let's get them fired up early. We'll play that one. Let's see what happens with this one. We don't know yet. A few laughed tonight. We'll do wins and then separate fruit. And I think we're in good attitudes for all those. We are. So there we go. Let's see what happens. Well, 80%, almost 80%, 79%. Somebody or 2 levels, that's good. We sold 5 shirts, not bad for 100 people. We paid more in crew than we took in though, sort of. So the crew comes out of the band gig pay and it is not automatically subtracted. Your manager fee is. This one is not. But we do have shirts that we sold and one copy of Eclipse. So that helps balance that off. So we made 25 bucks today. That's it. That's all right. Let's see what they liked. They enjoyed the new song. So, all right. Well, now we know. Okay, let's go home. We have a merch organizer, don't we? That's why. Okay. That's our crew that we're paying. Okay. Angel levels. We're going to do 2 in playing. We're going to skip lyrics because she's doing great. We're going to put 3 in stage presence and we're going to go with that. All right. We're going to practice this one so it's 100% and we can play everything in our playlist now for our concert coming up. Our tour coming up. And I think we are going to just spend 2 days doing this. Let's see where our album hits. It's going to be like in the 600s probably. Oh, 400. We debuted at 424 with 2,000 units sold. We made 200 bucks on it. All right. Well, that is income we will continue to get every week as it does better. If we go and look at our album charts over here, we can go to the very bottom. It'll be the last one listed. So it shows you the top 100 and then your albums. And if you click it, you get some graphics here, some data that you can chart. It will make a chart for you and you'll be able to see if it's doing better or worse. What we should see is since we're going to be touring with it, it's going to sell more copies and the next week it should go up a little bit, but we should also make a little more money from it because I think at this point we should be, we've paid them back for the expenses they had. So now everything we sell will get our cut of 29%. As you can see, 1 gig has already been completed. Okay, well, I think we're going to stop there. And in the next episode, we will do the tour and see how that goes. We'll see where we end up money-wise. We're going to learn that touring is good for the budget for the most part. And we'll give that a look-see in the next one. I appreciate your time. Thank you. And until next time, fair travels.